Friends, this is part 14 in our learning of the sections of Customs Act 1962 for CBLR exam 2024. This is a very important chapter and many of the questions in the written exam come from this chapter. So you have to listen this chapter at least 20 times so that you automatically remember the sections and the section titles easily. You have to see this video at least 20 times because you can expect at least 20 questions from the miscellaneous chapter. Many questions come from this chapter in the oral exam also, and the most important section 146, which empowers to make the CBLR regulation under which we are appearing for the exam, is given in this chapter. For practicing of the multiple choice questions, you can download Spectra Core Academy app and get the topic wise questions and practice more and more for betterment of your scores in CBLR exam 2024. For the details of all these sections, we will be taking further videos ahead. So we start chapter 17, miscellaneous. Section 141, conveyances and goods in customs area subject to control of officers of customs. Section 142, recovery of sums due to government. This is a very important section and it can come in the written exam as well as can be asked in the oral exam. Section 142A, liability under the Act to be first charge. Section 143, power to allow import or export on execution of bonds in certain cases. Section 143A, omitted. Section 143AA, power to simplify or provide different procedure, etc. to facilitate trade. Section 144, power to take samples. This is an important section for the written exam. Section 145, owner, etc. to perform operations incidental to compliance with customs law. Section 146, license for customs brokers. It describes that the custom brokers have to be given license to empower them to work. No person can work as a customs broker unless he holds a license in this behalf for the import or export purposes work. And it also empowers the board to make the regulations so that the exams can be conducted, the eligibility of the custom brokers can be checked, their employees' eligibility can be checked, they can be governed if they are not properly working, and several other aspects that are given in the custom broker licensing regulation that is being in practice. So very, very important section. Even for the first time givers, they must understand the importance of section 146, under which the licensing is of the custom brokers are being done. Section 146A, appearance by authorized representative. Many times this section gets clubbed with section 146, though these two sections are different and they are not as much linked together. It is the only linking part is that one custom broker can represent other custom broker. We will take up details of these two sections when we will be studying custom broker licensing regulations and also other sections of this chapter when we will be taking detailed video on all these sections ahead. Section 147, liability of principal and agent. Section 148, liability of agent appointed by the person in charge of a conveyance. Section 149, amendment of documents. This is an important section for the written exam. Section 150, procedure for sale of goods and application of sale proceeds. This is an important question for the written exam as well as for the oral exam. Section 151, certain officers required to assist officers of customs. Section 151A, instruction to officers of customs. Section 151B, reciprocal arrangement for exchange of information facilitating trade. Section 152, delegation of powers. Friends, you may not find interest in all the sections, so I recommend you to listen this video, see this video at least 20 to 25 times so that you automatically remember the section and the section titles easily. Section 153, modes for service of notice, order, etc. Section 154, correction of clerical errors. Section 154A, rounding off of duty, etc. 154B, publication of information respecting persons in certain cases. Section 155, protection of action taken under the Act. Please understand whether the section is being called like 155 or we say section 155. Both mean only one and the same thing, that we are referring to section 155 of Customs Act 1962, and we have to say like this, that section 155 of Customs Act 1962. Now we have section 156, general power to make rules. Rules are made by the central government and they are empowered in this behalf by section 156 of Customs Act 1962. Section 157, general power to make regulations. Regulations are made by board and they are empowered under section 157 of Customs Act 1962. Our CBLR regulation is made under empowerment of this section by the board. And referring to section 146 that we have just seen in the earlier part, licensing of the customs broker. Section 158, provisions with respect to rules and regulations. Section 159, rules, certain notifications and orders to be laid before Parliament. Section 159A, effect of amendments, etc. of rules, regulations, notifications or orders. Section 160, repeal and savings. Section 161, removal of difficulties. Please listen to this video at least 25 times so that even the non-relevant seeming to be sections are easily remembered to you and you can score well in the exam. For betterment of your scores, please download Spectra Core Academy app and practice on the topic-wise questions so that you can more and more practice on the questions that are relevant to the sections and the section names. Please listen to these videos in the time span of 2 months' time so that you can easily remember all the sections of Customs Act 1962. We will be taking details of all these sections in further videos ahead. Thank you.